What's up, guys? Legendary Alabama Crimson Tide head coach Nick Saban runs the best college football program in the country. He sent many great players to the NFL, including Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Landon Collins, and C.J. Mosley. But some of the greatest college players under head coach Saban weren't able to reach the same level of success once they turned professional. The hype was all over these guys, but once they made it to the NFL, turned out to be quite the letdown. I'm Jason Biondo, and today we present the 10 biggest NFL draft busts who played for Nick Saban at Alabama. Don't forget to leave your video ideas down below. We'll be looking, and if we choose your idea, we're going to give you a shout out. And you'll also, we're going to use your idea. That's dope. You have to be famous. Cool. Make sure to subscribe to TPS and put on your notifications because we post videos every single day. Every day is a new video, so subscribe. If you don't subscribe, we're going to steal all your Halloween candy, even though it's July. But who cares? Number 10, REGGIE RAGLAND. Alabama linebacker REGGIE RAGLAND looked like a steal for the Buffalo Bills when they took him in the second round, 41st overall in the 2016 draft. Ragland was a member of Alabama's 2012 national championship team, and he was named 2015 All-SEC Defensive Player of the Year. If that's not impressive enough, Ragland was also a unanimous All-American in 2015, and he was named to the first team All-SEC twice. Unfortunately, Ragland suffered an ACL tear before his rookie season began, so he had to miss the entire year. Ragland came back in 2017 but wasn't able to win the starting job, moving down the depth chart. He was traded to the Kansas City Chiefs, but through his first 2 seasons there, Ragland didn't develop into a star and was often a liability on defense. Number 9, James Carpenter. Carpenter was part of Alabama's 2010 national championship team and was named to the first team All-SEC in 2010. That led to a major rise in Carpenter's stock ahead of the 2011 draft, and the Seattle Seahawks selected him 25th overall. However, the 6'5" offensive tackle suffered an ACL tear in his rookie year and was limited to 9 games. He had to spend immense time recovering, so Carpenter only appeared in 7 games during his sophomore year. Carpenter was only a part-time starter for the Seahawks in 2013. When they won Super Bowl over the Denver Broncos. He joined the New York Jets in 2015 and played there for 4 seasons, unable to take his game to another level. Carpenter signed with the Atlanta Falcons in 2019. At this point, Carpenter can be considered a draft disappointment. He's not a major draft bust by any means, but his NFL career has been lackluster at best, considering how much he dominated in college. Number 8, TJ Yeldon. Yeldon had 2 1,000-yard seasons along with a respectable 979 yards in the 2014 season. He racked up 37 touchdowns over his 3 years in college. Yeldon won the 2012 national championship with Alabama, and he earned a 2013 first-team All-SEC selection. The Jacksonville Jaguars drafted Yeldon in the second round, 36th overall in 2015. Yeldon showed promise with 740 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns as a rookie, but he regressed mightily in his 2016 season, averaging just 3.6 yards per carry while fumbling twice. He lost the starting gig to rookie Leonard Fournette in 2017. And Yeldon was done in Jacksonville after 4 years. He recovered a total of just 1,872 yards and 6 touchdowns against 5 fumbles. Yeldon signed with the Buffalo Bills in the 2019 offseason. But at this point, considering how good he was in Bama, his NFL career can best be described as meh. Number 7, Chance Warmack. The 6'2", 323-pound guard joined Saban's team in 2009 and played there until 2012. He was one of the most dominant offensive lineman prospects ever seen during his time in college. He was an integral part of the 2009, 2011, and 2012 national championship teams. He also earned unanimous All-American and first-team All-SEC selections in 2012. His stock rose immensely heading into the 2013 draft, and scouts were all over him. Mike Mayock even called him the best prospect on tape as well as the best player from the 2013 draft, which was notably weak for quarterbacks. The Tennessee Titans drafted him with the number 10 pick in the draft. 4 offensive linemen were taken ahead of him, including Eric Fisher and Luke Joeckel, who won first and second respectively. But Warmack was just not a reliable starter on the Tennessee offensive line. He missed all but 2 games in 2016 because of a hand injury. On the bright side, Warmack joined the Philadelphia Eagles in 2017 and was part of their Super Bowl 52 championship team. So he got a ring. That's good. He suited up for them in the 2018 season as well, but even offensive guru head coach Doug Peterson couldn't turn him into a star. Oh well, being a draft bust isn't that bad when you have 3 national championships and a Super Bowl ring. Am I right? It's better than nothing. Number 6, DJ FLUKER. The Giants' 6'5", 342-pound offensive lineman was part of 3 Alabama national championship teams in 2009, 2011, and 2012. He also earned first-team All-American and first-team All-SEC selections in 2012. He was drafted 11th overall by the San Diego Chargers in the 2013 draft, right after the Titans took his Alabama teammate Chance Warmack. He had a promising rookie year and was named to the PFWA All-Rookie team, helping the Chargers make the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. years. However, he was just unable to grow into a reliable Pro Bowl talent for the Chargers, and they released him after the 2016 season. He played briefly for the New York Giants in 2017 before joining the Seattle Seahawks in 2018, and he received a 2-year deal in 2019. There's time for him to turn his career around, but right now he has to be considered a bust, given how early he was drafted and how much he dominated for Saban and Alabama. Number 5. Mark Barron. You can make a case that Barron is the best defensive back Saban has coached at Alabama. He was a huge piece of their 2009 and 2011 national championship teams. Barron was a 2-time first-team All-American and named to his first All-Team SEC every year from 2009 to 2011. Barron was selected 7th overall by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the 2012 draft. He enjoyed a solid rookie year and was named to the PFWA All-Rookie team, but Barron wasn't able to build off of it. He endured a frustrating sophomore year and was unexpectedly traded to the St. Louis Rams before the 2014 deadline. Barron admitted he was blindsided by the trade, and a frustrating 2.5-year tenure ended in Tampa. Barron moved to the linebacker position and played for the Rams in 2018, reaching Super Bowl 53. He signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 2019 offseason, but at this point it's clear that Barron will never be the star we expected him to be. Number 4. Andre Smith. This 5-star recruit joined Alabama for the 2006 season, and he played there for 3 seasons. Smith won the Jacobs Blocking Trophy and the Outland Trophy in 2007 and 2008. Smith was arguably the top college offensive lineman in the country during his time with the Crimson Tide. He also earned 2 first-team All-SEC selections. Smith was drafted 6th overall by the Cincinnati Bengals in 2009, but his career got off to a rough start immediately. Smith held out over a contract dispute, and after that was resolved, he suffered a broken foot in practice and was limited to 6 games, and only 1 start in his rookie year. Nice. Smith suffered another season-ending foot injury in his sophomore year. He had a fairly strong showing in the 2011 season, but Smith has struggled to play at a consistent level ever since. He played briefly for the Arizona Cardinals and Minnesota Vikings, and rejoined the Bengals for a 3rd stint during the 2018 season. But at this point, Smith will always be considered a draft day disappointment because he was unable to produce at a Pro Bowl level that the Bengals envisioned when they selected him. Number 3. Rolando McClain. The big 6'4" linebacker joined Alabama in 2007, where he played for 3 seasons. McClain was an absolute force on Saban's defense. Believe us, it had been quite some time since a linebacker dominated at the college level like McClain. Part of their 2009 national championship, McClain racked up the individual hardware that same year. He was the Defensive Player of the Year, Alabama's defensive MVP, and the winner of the Butkus and Lambert Awards. That season, he racked up 105 tackles, 4 sacks, and 2 interceptions. McClain was drafted 8th overall by the Oakland Raiders in 2010. 6 of the 7 picks ahead of him became Pro Bowlers, including Gerald McCoy, Eric Berry, and Ndamukong Suh. McClain was simply unable to adjust at the NFL level, and he became a huge liability on Oakland's defense. During the 2012 season, he clashed with his team, took to social media, and voiced his desire to be anywhere else. The Raiders moved on from McClain after 3 extremely unproductive seasons. The Dallas Cowboys signed McClain in 2014, giving him another chance to save his career, but he received 2 suspensions in 2015 and 16. He violated the league's substance abuse policy. The Cowboys didn't bring back McClain after the 2nd suspension, and that was it for his NFL career. Number 2. Dee Milliner. The 6', 201-pound cornerback played for Saban for 3 years, from 2010 to 2012. He was an anchor in Alabama's lethal secondary and punishing defense. He was on their 2011 and 2012 national championship teams and earned unanimous All-American and first-team All-SEC selections in 2012. In his 3 years of college football, he racked up 6 interceptions and 17 passes defended. With a nice combination of size, football IQ, and athleticism, he had all the tools to be a true Pro Bowl talent in the NFL. Having traded All-Pro corner and future Hall of Famer Darrelle Revis to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers before the 2013 draft, the New York Jets believed Milliner would be able to fill the void that Revis had left behind. They took Milliner with the 9th overall selection in 2013, and he looked like a great fit on paper for Rex Ryan's usually strong defense. Milliner endured an up-and-down rookie season, but he looked poised for a big sophomore year. Unfortunately, he was limited to 3 games in 2014. Having suffered an ankle injury and later an Achilles tendon tear. Milliner was limited to 5 games in 2015, having to undergo wrist surgery. The Jets released him in the early 2016 season, and Milliner never signed with anybody else. It's a shame that injuries held back such a promising career, and that nobody would give him another chance. But even when he was on the field, he just didn't perform at the star-like level we saw in college. Number 1. Trent Richardson. T-Rich played 3 seasons for Coach Saban and the Crimson Tide. All he did was help them win the 2009 and 2011 national championships. On top of that, Richardson won the 2011 Doak Walker Award presented annually to the top running back in college. and he was a unanimous All-American the same year. That year, Richardson rushed for 1,679 yards and 21 touchdowns, averaging an impressive 5.9 yards per carry. Though running back prospects always come with great risks, Richardson really looked like a sure thing to succeed in the NFL. He was the rock that carried the Alabama offense for 3 years. He knew what it took to be a winner, so the Cleveland Browns had the easy choice to take Richardson 3rd overall in the 2012 draft. Richardson had a promising first year with the Browns, rushing for 950 yards and 11 touchdowns. However, he was traded to the Indianapolis Colts early in the 2013 season for a 2014 first-round pick. Richardson only lasted 2 seasons in Indy. My God, it was terrible. He compiled just 977 yards and 6 touchdowns over those 2 years, averaging a woeful 3.1 yards per carry, and he had 5 fumbles. Yeah, easily the biggest NFL bust that Nick Saban has ever produced at Alabama. Who are some other NFL draft busts that played for Nick Saban at Alabama? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every single week, and they're entertaining, so if you want more of me, go there. Subscribe to TPS because we post videos every single day. Every day's a new video. Subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. It takes 1 click right down there. Smash that like button. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. I'll see you next time.
On my knees.